Hey everybody, it's Reckless. Today I'm gonna do a little video on Crota's End hard mode, and what I think that they might actually change. I'm actually gonna do the daily while I'm doing this video. So let's actually get into it real quick. So for Crota's End hard mode, I really don't think they're gonna do anything too specific in the beginning. Obviously in the Hellmouth. That's the area where you go to before you actually drop down into the abyss. So I think they're still gonna keep that like empty. So going down, dropping down into the abyss, where the lanterns and
we need to track down a conflux, like we saw on Venus. There's reports of one not too far from here.
Oh my god, excuse me. I was about to die. It's coughing a little bit. So, as for the lanterns and the lamps, whatever you want to call them, aka the abyss area, what I think they would change is for hunters, but I think they would change the thing for hunters throughout the whole raid. Now what I mean, the thing that they would change for hunters is those hunters who are blade dancers have the ability to go invisible. So I think they're going to take that away. Not the actual invisibleness itself, but the fact that they'll still be able to get chased while invisible. Also throughout the whole entire raid, that way I don't keep repeating myself, I think that there'll either be no resurrections or they'll do it like a Nightfall where when you wipe, you wipe. And you'll only be able to continue from checkpoints. Just like they do in hard mode, the Vault of Glass. So I don't think anything that would change. But I do think that enemies will do more damage. Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. I do think that enemies will do more damage. At least the thralls. But all this is all speculation, so I'm not really too sure if that's exactly what they're gonna do. Actually, this entire thing is all speculation. But anyways, moving on. Let's see, where am I going? Going that way. Okay, so the next part is for the bridge.
There's the conflux.
Oops. I'm gonna handle this real quick. So, like I said, the next part is the bridge. I think that they're gonna actually fix something to force all members that are in the actual raid to cross the bridge with the sword. And literally, unless they, like, the member touches the sword, the next part of the phase of the fight won't activate. Now I know they did patch something with the whole bridge thing, you know, which actually made ogres come out without anyone crossing the bridge. And all you had to do was, you know, and I know people who's actually done it. I've been in raids with people who've done it. So there's still ways to cheese the bridge. Another thing I think they might do is have two sword bearers, but after the second one is killed, then a sword will drop. Not too sure if that, again, it's all speculation. Not saying that's exactly what's going to happen or not. Another thing I think they might do is on the opposite side of the bridge from where you got to go kill those blue knights, I think that they will cut the thralls in half and give you a 3-to-1 ratio for curse thralls. Now, what that pretty much means is for every one thrall, after they cut the thralls in half, they'll give you 3 curse thralls, or what my clan likes to call them, exploders. Or possibly even a 3rd ogre to spawn before the door actually opens. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the... Wow, that was horrible shooting. I really suck at this game. But yeah, that's my little thoughts on the bridge. Now, before I get to Ayahute, the Death Singer, I want to touch base on a little bit of that area towards the next chest. You know, the area where you have to kill the thralls, get past the shriekers and all that. Only thing with that I actually think they will change is... maybe I should pop this real quick. That makes a little bit of sense. Only thing, the area that I think they would change with that is either give you more cursed thralls or put in a 3rd shrieker for that area. I don't really see them doing too much of anything else. You know, they can't put an ogre in there because it's not really that big. They could put a wizard, you know, a wizard or 2 in that area to make it a little bit more challenging. To try to get to that next chest, but besides the 3rd shrieker or maybe a wizard or 2, I don't see them doing anything else too drastic. Hey, look, this guy is here. I don't know who that is, but I'm just gonna hit him. Anyways, as for moving on, after that 2nd chest, the Ayahute, the Death Singer area.
Looks like it's going to be...
I don't see what else they could do with this area, since that area, I'm not gonna lie, was a bitch to deal with in the first place. It was extremely hard to get through it. That's why nobody actually liked doing it. They'd rather just have a Crota save and just go from there. But there was a couple things that they could do. They could actually add 2 more shriekers in the starting chambers before the actual chambers where the crystal is. Or they could take the shriekers and actually make them like in a diamond shape around that crystal where Ayahute, the Death Singer, actually is. So that would make it a little bit harder. So you would have to kill 4 shriekers instead of just 2. But you also got to take into account, Bungie did say they were going to make less options for, you know, healing yourself. Which leads me to my next thing. The last part of the raid, which would be Crota himself. And this area is the Crota, son of Oryx. Now, like I said before, they could keep it this entire raid as no resurrection, no respawns. But me and my clan actually had a lot of how do you say? Wow, only 1 orb. I didn't kill anybody with that. So me and my clan had like a lot of little brainstorming to do together. To actually figure out how could they make Crota worse. And we came up with a few ideas. Besides the no spawn, no resurrection, there was the chalice. Now, a lot of us had different ideas on what they would actually do with the chalice. Given the fact that Bungie did say they was going to make the respawns a lot harder. Wow, I was about to jump and I just died. I love when stuff like that happens. That's ridiculous. Anyways, moving on. This game cheats. But, for the chalice, A couple of us thought that the chalice would have to go to everyone before actually returning to one person. Which means, obviously, the chalice has to go in 360 without hitting another person before it can be used again. But I actually thought of something more clever. Well, not really more clever, but something more so Bungie style. And what I thought of was the chalice can only be used once. Once per person. And then it goes away. Whether it goes away for good, not too sure. But even if it did go away for good, that's definitely a Bungie thing to do. Let's see, what else? Let me run away before I get sniped by this douchebag again. Yeah, so that whole little chalice thing is what I think would happen. Like I said, there's other things that could happen. Not saying that's what's gonna happen. Another thing is that little area people go into when they're sniping the knights, or as a lot of people like calling them, boomers. They can have enemies spawn more frequently in that area. That way people aren't just standing there. I don't see them having a third ogre, just because that fight's difficult enough as it is. I do see them changing the enrage time of Crota from 10 minutes to 8 minutes, giving you a little bit less time to actually kill Crota the right way. Well, I have no ammo. Oh, because Juggler's on. What do you know? Jesus. I would say the last thing I think they would actually change, and they actually have this written down somewhere, that any weapon, armor upgrades, or subclass ability that grant regeneration will work. Now, I want to say they're going to take that away, because Bungie did say that there will be less chances for you to regenerate your health, and possibly even like be resurrected all like together.
Networks buried on the planet, waiting to be revived.
So again, everything I just said was all speculation. It's nothing that's set in stone or even said by Bungie at all. It's just something that I thought, along with my clanmates, what might change for the hard mode, and what might actually stay the same. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and like, comment, and subscribe. This is Reckless, and I'll see you guys later. Oh, and enjoy the rest of the video.
Have transfer gates down here. Shut them down. More gates up ahead. That should slow them down. A conflux is still active. Let me check it out.
This isn't an invasion. The Vex are returning home.
Something is calling them back to the Black Garden.